हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। हरे कृष्ण। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जनावल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जनावल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यमुना तीरावनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। राधा माधव। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. कलियुग पावन श्री हनुमान अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, chapter 9, text number 15. Naham bibemi ajita te ti bhayanakasya jivharka नेत्र भ्रुकुटी रबसोग्र दंष्ट्रात् आंत्रसजः शतज केशर शंकु कर्णान् निराद भीत दिगिभाद अरिभिन् नखाग्राद अजितस्य भयानकास्य नाहं बिभेमि अजिततेति भयानकास्य। जिह्वार्कनेत्रभ्रुकुटीरभसोग्रदंष्ट्रात् आन्त्रसृज शतजकेशरशङ्कुकर्णाम् निर्जादभीतदिगिभाद् हरिभिन्नखाग्रात् नाहं बिभेमि अजिततिथि भयानकास्य जिह्वार्कनेत्रभ्रुकुटीरवसोग्रदंष्ट्रात् आन्त्रसृज शतजकेशरशङ्कुकर्णान् निर्जादभीतदिगिभाद् हरिभिन्नखाग्रात् नाहं बिभेमि अजिततिथि भयानकास्य जिह्वार्कनेत्रभ्रुकुटीरवसोग्रदंष्ट्रात् आन्त्रसृज शतजकेशरशङ्कुकर्णान् निर्जादभीतदिगिभद् हरिभिन्नखाग्रात् नाहं बिभेमि अजिततिथि भयानकास्य What word meaning? Na, not. Aham, I. Bibemi, am afraid. Ajita, O supreme victorious person, who are never conquered by anyone. Te, your, ati, very much. Bhayanaka, fearful. Asya, mouth. Jivha, tongue. Arkanetra, eyes shining like the sun. Bhrukuti, frowning brows. Rabhasa, strong. Ugradamstrat, ferocious teeth. Antrasrajaha, garlanded by intestines. Shataja, bloody. Keshara, manes. Shankukarnat, wedge like ears. Nirada, by a roaring sound. caused by you, Bhita, frightened, Digibhat, from which even the great elephants, Aribhit, piercing the enemy, Nakhagrat, the tips of whose nails. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. My Lord, sorry, I speak very slowly. My Lord, who are never conquered by anyone, I am certainly not afraid of your ferocious mouth and tongue, your eyes bright like the sun, or your frowning eyebrows. I do not fear your sharp, pinching teeth, your garland of intestines, your mane soaked with blood, or your high wedge like ears. Nor do I fear your tumultuous roaring, which makes elephants flee to distant places, or your nails, which are meant to kill your enemies. Purport. Lord Nrsimhadev's fierce appearance was certainly most dangerous for the non devotees. But for Prahalad Maharaj, such a fearful appearance was not at all disturbing. The lion is very fearsome for other animals, but its cubs are not at all afraid of the lion. The water of the sea is certainly dreadful for all living entities on the land, but within the sea, even the small fish is unafraid. Why? Because the small fish has taken shelter of the big ocean. It is said that although great elephants are taken away by flooding waters of the river, the small fish swim opposite the current. Therefore, although the Lord sometimes assumes a fierce appearance to kill the Dushkratis, the devotees worship him. Keshava Dhrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare. The devotees always takes pleasure in worshipping the Lord and glorifying the Lord in any form, either pleasing or fierce. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees for today's morning class here, and thank you for inviting me again. It's always great pleasure to come here. Last time when I came, the program happened in a temple there. So this time the program is happening in this beautiful place. When I came last time, nothing was there. Everything was hanging. Even the AC was hanging like this. So now it's good to see such a beautiful hall. So, yes, so we are going to discuss today on the prayers of Prahalad Maharaj. One time, Srila Prabhupada was in Mumbai and it was Narsimha Chaturdashi day. Before the program, there was a drama. Generally, in all our temples, whenever we have programs like that, there are dramas like Narsingh Chaturdashi drama means there has to be killing of Hiranyakashipu, Prahalad, Narsingh Dev, right? And we have very good time because we all know the story before. We also know. Sometimes we laugh at Hiranyakashipu because one of the devotees have become Hiranyakashipu, right? And sometimes it happens in ISKCON, gentle devotees are made villains. That makes a big. What is this? Okay, okay. So many times gentle devotees become villain like Ravan and Hiranyakashipu. So they play a role where everyone has a good laugh, Hiranyakashipu. Prabhu has become Hiranyakashipu. So Prabhupada was watching this drama and Prabhupada was very happy. So Prabhupada began his class by glorifying Hiranyakashipu first. Because he was really very appreciative of the way that devotee acted as Hiranyakashipu. See, Hiranyakashipu was not a small demon. It's a very big timer. He is demon of all demons, Mahademon, right? I'll give you a hint to you, a small story from Ramayana. Ravan and Lord Ram, their fight was going on. The war had now was almost at the completion. Kumbhakaran was killed, Indrajit was killed. Now only Ravan remained. Ravan was very much concerned, but he was not ready to give up. So Ravan now went to the nether planets, Patal Loka, to seek the help of his cousin brother Ahiravan. So Ahiravan was one of the cousin brothers and he was ruling the Patal Loka planet there. I'm sorry. So Ravan went and said, Ahiravan, I need your help. You know what happened? This Ram has killed Indrajit and Kumbhakaran. So Ahiravan was surprised. What? Kumbhakaran and Indrajit are killed? Yes, and therefore I want you now to help me and kill this Ram. So by this time, Ahiravan had, with his calculation, understood who Ram was. Because Kumbhakaran is killed is one thing. Indrajit also is killed now. And literally everyone is killed. So now, in estimation, Ahiravan had. So Ahiravan could calculate that this person is not an ordinary person. Ram is the incarnation of Lord Narayan. So he started chastising Ravan. Ravan, are you fool number one? You already have got taste of Ram. You abducted his wife Sita. Better return her and keep your life safe. So Ravan became agitated. He didn't want any advice. He was not a person to take advice. So he told Ravan, hey, don't advise me. I want you to come. If you don't come, I'll kill you. That was his strategy, right? Maricha also advised Ravan, but Ravan told, you don't advise me, otherwise I'll kill you. So Maricha thought, better I get killed by the hands of Ram, at least something I'll get better. So Ahiravan was trying to advise. Then Ahiravan demonstrated a very powerful point. Ahiravan has a big palace in Pataloka. So he told Ravan, just go to the next room. There's a big golden ring. You pick up that ring. So Ravan said, what's the big thing? Ring. Are I picked up Kailash Parvat. What is the ring for me? So he went to the next door and there was a huge, not a small nose ring like Mataji's wear, a big ring. So Ravan went and nonchalantly was trying to lift it. It was really heavy. Even Ravan could not lift it. So Ravan came back and said, by the time he said, I am very dehydrated today, so I could not lift, but what's so great? Do you know what that was which you were trying to lift? He said, no. That was Hiranyakashipu's earring. Hiranyakashipu's earring. You could not lift Hiranyakashipu's earring. Do you know Narsinghdev picked him like a small mosquito, put him on his lap and operation successful, patient dead. And this Narsingadev has come as Ram, and you dare to challenge him. So now you can understand in Ravana's case, Ravan was Lankadhish. Whole demigods were terrified by Ravana. And his Ravana could not match Hiranyakashipu's strength. So who is Hiranyakashipu? So Srila Prabhupada was glorifying this devotee who acted like Hiranyakashipu because he really acted such a fierce form that people were shaken. Our Hiranyakashipus in drama make everyone laugh, but the real Hiranyakashipus would make people cry. That was Hiranyakashipu. There is a chapter in 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada has named it as Hiranyakashipu terrorizes the whole universe. Now we are afraid of few terrorists or some people who are carrying guns and shooting, right? We get afraid, right? I just reached Detroit few days back. As soon as I reached Detroit from Atlanta, I said, Prabhu, you are very nice, very safe. What happened? आप जहाँ से आ रहे हैं वहाँ पर एक व्यक्ति घूम रहा है, पागल की तरह शूटिंग कर रहा है, right? Few days back, someone was shooting in Atlanta. That very day in the morning, I left Atlanta, and that day they were shooting. So मैंने उसमें क्या है? अरे प्रभु, if something like this is happening, then we are very careful. Keep all the doors and windows closed. We don't want to be. So just one person is roaming around, and we get so much of fear and afraid. What to speak of Hiranyakashipu? He had terrorized the whole America? No. Whole world? No. Whole universe. This is Mr. Hiranyakashipu. So Prabhupada was speaking about the glory of Hiranyakashipu, how powerful he was. And the lecture was very short. So Prabhupada said, if I had time, I would have spoken on length on the prayers of Prahalad Maharaj. So prayers of Prahalad Maharaj was very favorite of Srila Prabhupada. He gave many times lectures on prayers of Prahalad. In fact, Srila Prabhupada one time while translating the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam in the night time, Prabhupada rang his bell. And when he rings his bell, the personal servant has to come running. So the personal servant was taking rest. It was night 1:30. So the rang. Usually the bell would not ring like that every day, but this time it rang, and then he was woken up, and he was just rubbing his eyes and also running towards Prabhupada. He came to Prabhupada's room, offered obeisances, and Prabhupada told him, sit down. So he sat down. And Prabhupada says, see how compassionate Prahalad is. And Prabhupada is talking to him, he just came from his sleep, half of sleep. This is Prahalad Maharaj. Prahalad Maharaj is so compassionate that he is ready to deliver the whole world. Isn't he so compassionate? So they said, yes, Prabhupada, yes, he's compassionate. No, he's not able to figure out that compassion. He said, what do you feel about this? I said, Prabhupada, yes, he's very compassionate, Prabhupada. So Prabhupada understood he's still in sleeping mood. Prabhupada said, okay, go, take rest. So this devotee next day morning when he woke up, then he was just recollecting that how Prabhupada was immersed in the pastimes of the 7th canto, and he was appreciating the mood of Prahalad. Why? Because Prabhupada also following the same mood of Prahalad Maharaj, delivering. He was traveling all over the world and giving Krishna consciousness in such difficult situations. So Prabhupada appreciated Prahalad Maharaj's beautiful, wonderful character of being a great Vaishnava. Prabhupada also mentioned one time, just like Prahalad Maharaj was given poison by his father. He drank the poison, but he did not die. He was alive. He survived. Prabhupada says, this ISKCON movement and all the devotees of ISKCON are like Prahalad. They will be also have to drink poison. What poison? Not the real poison. The poison of the influence of external material energy. The poison of influence of the external people who are trying to stop us. The poison of envy within the society of devotees. All this poison will come, but devotees will have to drink the poison, but they have to, drinking the poison is, there is no alternative to that. But Prabhupada said we should become like Hiranyakashipu, like Prahalad. We should all become like Prahalad, and then poison will come, we should be, even the poison comes, we will all survive, we will not give up. So this is how Srila Prahalad Maharaj plays a very vital role. In fact, the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, I was just analyzing that we have total 12 cantos of Bhagavatam, right? 12 cantos, right? So in 12 cantos, the biggest canto is 10th canto. That is whose pastimes? Krishna's pastimes. Vrindavan, Mathura, Dwarka, and also other places. So the biggest canto is 10th canto dedicated to Krishna's activities. Now Krishna has delineated in the first canto that he has many incarnations, many avatar, Shaktavesh, uh, Manvantara, Shaktyavesh, then Gunavatar, and so on and so forth. The Bhagavatam first canto, third chapter describes in detail on this. Second chapter, third chapter. So, so you see in Bhagavatam throughout, Krishna and Krishna's incarnations are mentioned, right? Ninth canto, fourth canto, third canto, Prithu Maharaj. Then we have the Samudra Manthan churning the ocean of milk. So many incarnations. So throughout the Bhagavatam, there are so many incarnations appearing. There are beautiful stories mentioned. But the largest and the detailed story of the first on the top position stands Krishna in the Bhagavatam, 10th canto. Full canto dedicated to Krishna. The second one, if you analyze, is 7th canto. Full canto dedicated to Narsinga pastime. Right? No other incarnation you will find so detailed. In the full canto of Narsingadev, the hero is Narsingadev, but bigger than hero is the great devotee of hero, is Prahalad Maharaj. He is more strikingly mentioned in the 7th canto. He plays a vital role. So Narsingadev's incarnation doesn't have much of Leelas. He is only one Leela, coming and killing. Right? He comes and kills Prahalad, that's it. Kills Hiranyakashipu. But Narsinga Bhagwan pastimes are more connected to first Hiranyakashipu's terror and Prahlad's devotion. So this is the greatness of Prahlad. He steals the limelight, the show in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada says in one lecture that see Prahlad Maharaj surrender. Prahlad Maharaj has been always glorified with this beautiful photograph of Narsingadev slaying Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad standing nearby with a garland in hand, right? This is the famous Prabhupada photo we keep in the altar, we keep in temple hall also many times. So Prabhupada said that someone may think that what kind of son is he? His father is getting murdered by someone, and this boy is not protesting. In fact, he is standing with a garland to garland the murderer of his father. So Prabhupada said, this is Prahlad. Prahlad knew that he had to reject all social customs because he wanted to surrender Supreme Personality of God. Prabhupada gave an example. Just like Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya, his own guru, to surrender to Amandev, just like gopis gave up social customs to go in the dead of the night to play with Krishna, similarly Prahlad Maharaj gave up his own father so that he could surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, we find here that Prahlad Maharaj exhibits the highest devotion of surrender in the case of his devotion to Narsingadev. Prahlad Maharaj had been put into so much of problems by his father. Like there are so many examples where Prahlad Maharaj was tormented by being thrown from the top of a mountain, thrown in the pit of snakes, then thrown under the elephant's legs, and given poison, thrown in the fire. All these things. But Prahlad Maharaj was never afraid. Never afraid. Prahlad Maharaj just stood in front of everything and prayed to Narsingadev. Not even that he was chanting Narsingarti. Namaste Narsingaya Prabhupada. Narsingadev protect me, just like we chant Narsingarti. No. He was remembering Lord and accepting whatever is in his destiny, whatever Lord has ordained. That was the level of surrender of Prahlad Maharaj. So Narsingha Puran mentions one time after Lord Hiranyakashipu was killed, all the demigods went to Prahlad and asked, Prahlad, how did you do it? What was secret of his success? Were you not afraid? You are a 5-year-old child. Huh? How did you do it? Oh, what happened when you saw that pit of a snake and when you were thrown from the top of a mountain? What happened? Tell us your consciousness that time. So Narsingha Puran mentions Prahlad Maharaj giving the explanation for each of them. So he was asked, "Hey Prahlad, tell us what happened when you were given poison. You are not afraid?" So Prahlad says, "Oh, poison! Poison is my mama uncle, right? Because poison came from the churning of the ocean of milk. And churning of the ocean of milk, who also came? Lakshmi Mata came. She's a mother. Poison is a mama. So no one is afraid of mama, right? So I was not afraid of mama. Can anyone say like that? And then he was asked, "What about the fire? You were thrown in the fire and you were carried by your auntie, Holika." So when I saw the fire, I remember this is the fire in which all the great devotees perform ahuti, swaha. And that ahuti means that fire is the tongue of Lord Narayan. So I was thinking, this is Narayan, this tongue of my Lord. So I should be afraid. What about elephant? When the elephant came to kill you, oh, when I saw the elephant, I remember, oh, this elephant, he must be citizen of the great King Gajendra, who happens to be a great devotee of my Lord. So what he can do to me? What about the snakes? When I was thrown in the pit of snakes, when I saw the snakes, I thought of Ananta Shesh, my Lord snake carrier. So all these are his citizens or his associates. So this was the consciousness of Prahlad. Prahlad was thrown from the top of the mountain into the ocean. This beautiful pastime took place in a place even today existing in India. It's in Andhra Pradesh, Vishakhapatnam. So Prahlad Maharaj, after quite late after this whole thing, this whole incident happened of Prahlad Maharaj was coronated as the king of the demons. Later Prahlad Maharaj would take some time out, like we go on yatras, breaks. Prahlad Maharaj would go to different places and he would sit down and meditate on Lord Nrsimhadev. Because it was quite intense for him to become king of the demons, right? It was not that Prahlad Maharaj became devotee and everyone in his kingdom became a devotee, no. Prahlad Maharaj remained devotee and everyone remained demon. His son, they all were demons. Only his grandson, Bari Maharaj, who initially was demon, then by Vamandev's mercy became a great devotee. So Prahlad Maharaj had a hard time running the kingdom. So Prahlad Maharaj would take some breaks. So Prahlad Maharaj came to this very place in Vishakhapatnam on top of the mountain. And he sat down there meditating. This is the place from where my father threw me. And Lord Narayan picked me up. And he was intensely remembering the Lord. Oh Lord, I have not seen you for a long time. And Lord appeared there. Nrsimhadev appeared in front of Prahlad. And Nrsimhadev asked Prahlad, "Prahlad, you are intensely remembering me, so I came here to give you my audience. What do you want, Prahlad?" Prahlad said, "Oh Lord, I have heard that you also appeared and killed my uncle Hiranyaksha. I had never seen you that form. I want to see your that form as well." So Nrsimhadev appeared as Varahadev and showed the beautiful gigantic form through which he killed Hiranyaksha. And Prahlad was so thrilled. And Prahlad prayed to Nrsimhadev, "How can I worship both of your forms, Narsingh and Varaha?" So Nrsimhadev immediately manifested a beautiful deity, 3.5 feet in height, and gave it to Prahlad. And that deity is Varaha Narsingha Dev, which is even today, today very beautifully standing on the Simhachalam hills in Vishakhapatnam and giving the audience to everyone. So this Varaha Narsingh Dev, also called as Jeered Narsimha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Jeered Narsingha Dev temple in his South India Yatra. And his famous prayers we keep chanting every time. He chanted this prayer. Please chant after me. Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityum Namamyaham Jaya Narasimha Shri Narasimha Jaya Jaya Shri Narasimha. Praladisha Jaya Padma. Mukha Padma Bringa. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted this beautiful prayer after seeing the beautiful deity of Varaha Narasingha. So this Varaha Narasingha form had told Prahlad, please ensure that my form, because it is double role, two in one. So both two in one anger is there. Narsinghdev's anger and Varahadeva's anger. So you have to keep me always cool. So put me in Chandan, sandalwood. So Prahlad Maharaj and later Pururava Maharaj and later Ramanujacharya ensured that Lord was kept cool. So they would put Chandan on the top of the Lord. Just one day in the year, Akshaya Tritiya, just few days back it went. On that day, deity 180 kilogram Chandan on the exactly after 1 month, 20 kilogram Chandan is another event. Exactly after 1 month, that 80 kilogram. Lord has 80 kilogram. Every time see the like always like Singha. You can only see a shivling type all around. Only one day, Akshaya Tritiya. What? Is it? Thank you. Only one day, I just took prasad and come, so I'm not. So where are we? Forum Sunday. And you can see the actual soul form. Actual form of the Lord is feet is invisible. You can't see the feet. You can see only standing. Where is the feet? Inside. Where it is, no one knows. Unique form of the Lord, right? Generally we see the feet, but there is no feet. So Lord appeared in that form, telling Prahlad, this darshan of the whole body is for you. Feet is for darshan of the. So what is the city of Narasingh? It is the face of Varaha, the human body of Narasingh with claws and paws, and the tail of you coming from like this behind. Manji tail hanging. This is the Varaha. It is what is holding. Next starts raining and you have to go from the building. Where is it? What is that? Amrita. Lord appeared to Prahlad Maharaj in the very Prahlad from top of the mountain. From top of the but Narayan came and protect his dear devotee. So Lord Narayan jumped on Garuda and said, Garuji, run! So Garuja beat Garuda's face. But even that day, Narayan was so much concerned for the protection of Prahlad. He felt Garud is too slow. So he kept Amrit in his hand and is feeding Garudji. Amrit pile, energy aayega bhaldi. And Garud is flapping his wing and going to reach that Garud. One Nimesh becomes big for him for his case. So then Lord gave Garudji and then he began to run. So in his hand was what? Nectar. And he had to run now. So he ran, reached on time and saved Prahlad. So the deity is now to tell all of us how much eager the Lord is to protect his devotees. That is Oti carrying Amrit and somehow other reaching. So this is some beautiful connection of how Lord Narasimha, he is always so much geared to protect you. You see, every incarnation of the Lord, they protect devotees and they are. So what's so special when we say Narasimha protection? Yes, Lord Ram, Lord Vara, everyone can protect. But protection first time. Everywhere you see Narasimha temples, there is protection. Lord Narasimha is sitting down some, Lord Narasimha is not going out, breaking some butter pots. Lord Narasimha is getting married somewhere. Only protection. He comes only to protect. So that's why this is meant for devotees to take shelter and protection. Srila Prabhupada introduced in fashion. Srila Prabhupada in the 1967, around that time, Prabhupada the Narasimha prayer. The first time Prabhupada was introducing prayers. Everyone chant this prayer. So all the devotees, they were devotees. They were worried about Prabhupada. They chanted whole night Narasimha prayers. And they also sent the prayers to San Francisco, the only other center apart from New York. And there also devotees whole night were chanting. And Prabhupada said, chant these prayers, and the end, you pray to Narasimha. Oh Lord, our spiritual master has is free. So Prabhupada used protection. Whereas he associated with Narasimha is all about protection. In Mumbai was to get this ISKCON land, Radha Ras Bihari temple. Giriraj Maharaj had written a book on it. Can you imagine a big book? I'll build you a temple. Must be really, like Mahabharata is such a big book, fight between Pandavas and Kauravas, Mahabharat. So that can be a Mahabharat also for us. Mahabharata of ISKCON. Prabhupada fighting a war in Mumbai for the land. So Prabhupada had brought the deities of Radha Rasbihari and told Prabhupada, told Radha Rasbihari, you sit here. Now there is no much of a temple. Sit here, I will make you a temple. And Radha Rasbihari were for many years, they were in a tin shed, along with devotees staying in a swampy area where mosquitoes, cockroaches, rats, sometimes snakes would also be there. And they're all staying. It was very tough. I remember that one story where Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, on behalf of all the devotees, Prabhupada also was staying there only. And they went in Prabhupada, Tamal Krishna Maharaj told Prabhupada has become very difficult here to stay. Because previously, all the devotees were staying in South Bombay in a very nice apartment building, in a high-rise building, Akash Ganga. It was very nice. Prabhupada, we can stay there and then construction can happen here and we can come. Stay here. Prabhupada is very tough to stay here. Devotees are having issues. Prabhupada said, don't you want to get purified? You want everything easy? Don't you want to get purified? Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Maharaj said, yes, stay here. So Radha Rasbihari was there. Prabhupada had promised them that they have to stay there. And this cheater, this big cheater, Mr. Nair, such a rascal, he was trying to cheat ISKCON devotees. He thought he is a big person with a lot of contacts. Previously, he had cheated one company, gave the land to them with something written, took money, and told them Tata bye bye. And then they could not do because he had a big influence. So when the devotees came forward, they thought, Hare Vah, these Hare Krishnas have come, now I will cheat them, I will take their money, they are getting money from America. So, but he did not know who he is going against. He is not going against devotees, he is going against directly the founder Acharya, the empowered preacher, Srila Prabhupada. So everyone was giving up. All the devotees literally gave up. Many times. Prabhupada said no. Prabhupada kept on going. And finally, this Mr. Nair also got tired. He never thought he will be like such a tough competition. Nair would said, hoodlum standing on the gate, main gate with knife brandishing and showing to all devotees like this. And devotees were afraid. They would send so many, and they would slid in a cobra inside the compound. So what all Mr. Nair did not do? It's like, we can read that book, you'll get the details about that book. Finally, one day, Mr. Nair came and warned Prabhupada, if you don't leave this place, I'll break the deities. And Prabhupada was so angry. How dare Prabhupada's life and soul, Radha Rasbihari. Next day morning, one devotee walks in Prabhupada's room. Prabhupada, a very big news. What happened? Mr. Nair is dead. Prabhupada said, good. Prabhupada said, I prayed to Lord Narsinghdev to kill him. Prabhupada said, when yesterday he came and told that I will break the deities, I could not stand that. I prayed to Lord Narsinghdev. Lord Narsinghdev must have put his hand in his heart and crumbled. Srila Prabhupada distributed sweets. Prabhupada said, when an envious person, when a snake or envious person is killed, even the sadhus rejoice. So this is how Lord Narsinghdev came to protect the devotees. So within ISKCON also we have so many examples of protection. We had one devotee in Mumbai. This is some years back when this 9/11 took place in Mumbai, the terror attack on the Taj Hotel, and the CST. So I remember one of the terrorists got killed just in front of the main road where our Radha Gopinath temple ISKCON Chopati was there. Just that same place, on the Chopati beach. He was killed there. And we came to know, and there were still 2 people who were absconding. So we were wondering, kahin aake andar ghus na jaye. People were worried, We had immediately emergency meeting that the police told us, keep all the gates on. Everyone has told, all societies, the terrorists are somewhere here only. So Anyways, coming to the point, we had one devotee who was in police squad. He was an ATS, anti-terrorist squad. Nice devotee, he's now initiated also. So he was now summoned. The terrorists were still moving. They were in Taj Hotel. They had taken over the Taj Hotel. So this devotee had to go on the duty. So before going on duty, he told all of us, please pray for me. Yad gatvan anivartante, aaja वापस से. No return नहीं होना चाहिए. Because once you go, these people are crazy people. They have come to die, right? But their hope, their only thing is जितना ज़्यादा लोगों को मार के मरो बस वही है. So our devotee was praying intensely. So he went there to fight, and he was told to go to Taj. Taj, everywhere terrorists were there, and they were on top, and these guys have to come from down. So they had lesser chances of survival because they are coming from below to up, and terrorists are up, and lights have all been switched off. So he was going with his gun with two of his colleagues, three of them going like this. Sometimes mobiles work good, huh? Just when he was moving upstairs, and the terrorists had seen all three of them coming. At that time, this Prabhuji forgot to put his mobile on a silent. His mobile rang. His mobile thing or ringtone was Tava Karakam Narsinghdev's Karti. He got annoyed. So just by going on a mission and mobile is worked on. So he turned. Like just like sometimes you're talking and suddenly mobile, you have to turn and first. So he turned around. And then there was a bomb which was thrown. Boom, that same place. And everything was smoky, and the firing was they were firing from top. And he was thinking, my God, where will fire? We don't know. After some time the smoke went down. And he saw both of his colleagues on the ground dead. And he had survived. How come? He saw behind him there was a big pillar. He was standing behind a pillar. Because the mobile ring rang, so he turned around, and in that turning around he went behind a pillar. So he was saved. So his realization was so his realization was that Narsingdev appeared from pillar to protect Prahalad Maharaj. He said Narsingdev came in the form of pillar to protect me. Exactly just before they were supposed to shoot him and all, Narsingdev came in the form of the ringtone which he had. So there are hundreds of stories like that where Lord have protected. So generally whenever we go out, right, which Aarti we sing? Narsing Aarti. As soon as we start driving our vehicle, Narsing Aarti, right? In fact, the first Aarti everyone learns is Narsing Aarti. Small kids when they come said, "Arey Prabhu ji, Mata ji ko batao, chalo gaa ke dikhao." First thing is Narsing Aarti, right? So Narsing Aarti is the first thing, but the most important thing also. The protection mantra is Narsinga mantra. So now coming to this purport, Prahalad Maharaj is saying, what is he saying? I am not fearful of Narsingdev, your manes. I am not fearful of your teeth. I am not fearful of your tongue. I am not fearful of your eyebrows. Narsingdev's form is very ferocious, right? Very ferocious. Like when Prabhupada ordered some paintings to be couriered from India for the 26th Second Avenue, that small front room, where the devotees were decorating the whole hall, right? When devotees became a little serious, they decided to decorate it as a temple hall, the storefront, and they started putting all these photographs and all. So there are two photographs they had put initially. One was Shadbhuj Gauranga, and other was one Krishna's photo, something like that. So Prabhupada ordered for more canvas paintings to come from India. And one of the paintings which came from India was Narsinghdev's photo. So when it came, Prabhupada was not there. So it was Yamuna Mataji who had opened the painting. And she saw all these paintings, and she had stuck all the paintings on the walls everywhere. So Prabhupada came and said, Prabhupada, very nice, so beautiful, you see all the paintings are in the wall. Then Prabhupada asked Yamuna, there is one painting missing. Which painting, Prabhupada? There is Narsingh Bhagwan painting. Why don't you put that painting? Prabhupada, I saw one painting, but it was very ferocious. So I thought maybe by mistake it came on. Looks like a person killing someone. I said, oh, that is Narsinghdev. Put it. So he is ferocious for people who are demoniac in nature, but he is very compassionate for devotees. So we sing Tava Kara Kamala Varenakam Adbhuta Shringam. What is the meaning of that? Tava, your. Kara Kamala. Kara means hand. Kamala means lotus. Your hands are like lotus. Vare Nakham. On that lotus, Vare is what? Nakham. Have you seen any lotus with nails or thorns growing on it? Just cannot. Because lotus is so soft. Even if you touch it, handle it hard, it will fall apart. Right? That's Kamala, lotus. Tava kara kamala vare nakham. On that lotus, it's vare nakham. That's why it's adbhuta shringam. Is it not adbhut shringar? Where such a contradictory thing is there. Lotus is growing on that. There's a nail, which is very like, not our nails. Nails of nursing, they were damstra, tingstra, very strong. So that tava kara kamala is for devotees and vare nakham is for demoniac. One hand, two in one. So first like this for Hiranyakashipu and then for Prahalad it was like this, inner portion. Simple. So Lord plays a dual role of killing the demons, ferocious form, and the same Narsinghdev is very mercifully glancing on the devotees. So for devotees, he is a merciful Lord coming as Narsinghdev to protect us. And for demonic people, they run away, they are afraid of this ferocious form of Narsinghdev. So in this way, there are so many beautiful prayers Prahalad Maharaj sings. Here Prahalad Maharaj in this prayer is saying, I am not afraid of you, Narsinghdev. Your form is ferocious, no doubt. So what he's saying, in the next verse he's saying, I am not afraid of all these things, but I am afraid of my condition of life within this material world. So Prahalad Maharaj is not afraid of anything. Prahalad Maharaj is not afraid of Hiranyakashipu's poison, snake, fire, elephant. Prahalad Maharaj is not afraid of ferocious form, Narsinghdev standing in front of him. But Prahalad Maharaj is saying, oh Lord, I am very much afraid of my condition of life within this material world. When will that moment come when you will call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which are the ultimate goal for liberation from conditioned life? So this is what Prahalad Maharaj's prayers are. This prayer ensures the highest degree of surrender. Prahalad Maharaj's prayers are prayers not out of fear. They are prayers out of surrender. His Holiness Kadam Kanan Maharaj recently left us. He was mentioning one of his classes in Narsingh Chaturdashi class one day. He was mentioning that we also pray to Lord Narsinghdev. Tava kara kamala vare nakham. Prahalad Maharaj also praying Tava kara kamala vare nakham. But it's different. The mood is different. Prahalad Maharaj is not praying, oh Lord, please protect me from Hiranyakashipu. Oh Lord, from this, from that. No. His prayer was, for everything he was surrendering to the Lord and he was praying, whatever you wish, oh Lord, that destiny, you know better than me. But for us, many times we pray out of fear. Something comes up fearful. Narsinghdev, please protect me. Of course, nothing wrong in that. But definitely Prahalad Maharaj is giving us a very highest level of understanding. His Holiness Adhanath Maharaj mentioning one day that why we need to hear again and again the pastimes and activities of great acharyas. What is the reason? Like we say, so many acharyas appearance, disappearance coming on the Vaishnava calendar. And many times, okay, किसका आज है? कोई तो होंगे. Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Just goes like this. Why? Why those are mentioned by Srila Prabhupada in the Vaishnava calendar? Because when we remember them, then we discuss about them, we understand, oh, what is devotional service? Is mentioned by them. What is the level of devotional service? Because most of the time we are associating with each other in this community or in the community. So we get always our bar for success or progress in Krishna consciousness each other. Right? But we should know that our bar is not each other. Our bar is there. They are the role models. We have to come to that level. Like one time, which is an example, simple example. One person who got a Cadillac car was very happy. He was driving around and showing everyone. Very happy. Just imagine if he gets an invitation to a big party where a very rich man, billionaire, top people in America, he gets and goes to his house with his Cadillac. And then he goes there and finds, he says, where should I park my Cadillac? And the security said, oh, you can park somewhere down. Down? I'm having Cadillac. Oh, we have only one. Our master has 25 Cadillacs. 25. And security, one is for me also. Immediately will humble down. My God, I was thinking I am very great. 25 Cadillacs, one for security guard also. So what will he'll come out of the party humble down. Srinadapi Suni Jena Tarorapi Saishunam Amani Namanadena Cadillac Sadahari. Right? What will be his condition? He will feel thoroughly humbled. So Radhanath Maharaj mentioning when we hear about Haridas Thakur's chanting, Sanatan Goswami's humility, Rupa Goswami's determination, all these Vaishnavas in the past times we hear, then we realize, Are apna to kuch hai nahi there. Where is our determination? What is our determination? People being glorified. Prabhu, kya determined aapka? Nursing Chaturdashi ke namne fasting kiya. Pani nahi piya aapne. You are determined. I am one of the best devotees in the community. But we don't see the determination of Sanatan Goswami. He was walking on the sand dune, hot sand, just to avoid touching the pujaris on the way. No one can do that. So we need role models. So therefore these all appearance and disappearance of acharyas are, when we read them, then we understand the level of their devotion and where we stand. Long way to go, right? Most of the times when we are in our own community, we are very happy because we think we are very nice devotees. Devotees keep glorifying us. Prabhu ji, kitna achhe devotee aap. Oh, Mata ji, how nice you are. So we feel very nice that this is a community, devotees appreciate me, I will stay here. I give an example always of how community development is important, but we also have to know our standards. Very simple example. It's from the school days. You all remember we were in school. In school days, at least from my time when I was in school, after writing the exam papers would come out. And the teacher would come with the exam paper sheet. And after the roll number 1, you got 55 marks. She would speak loudly in front of everyone. Roll number 2, 85 marks. Roll number, no expression. Huh? Roll number 3, she would go through all roll number, give, and everyone come and give. And as she would speak roll number 3, 4, roll number 10 is worrying, what will happen to me now? What is my marks? No one knows. Just imagine everyone sitting in the class and waiting for their answer sheet to come. So there is a group of backbenchers. They are sitting down and they are waiting. Arey, apna kya hoga? And suddenly roll number 11. When that guy stands up, one of them, 39 marks. He's happy, you're pass ho gaya. He collects his paper very happily. Teacher says, 39 marks. But he's happy, arey, pass to ho gaya. He comes in and everyone says, arey, kya baat hai, pass ho gaya tum? Sit down. Then roll number 21, the other guy gets up. 37 marks. He's also a pass ho gaya, yaar, pass ho gaya. So they come and sit down. And next is, the last one is still remaining. He is the one hanging now. His number is last. Roll number 65. He is getting up, kya hoga? Sabka naya par ho gaya, 37, 35, 36. Mera kya hoga? 39.5. Wow. And everyone tells him, the whole group, hey, you are a scholar, man. 39.5. Party chahiye, huh? So there is a discussion between the backbenchers, right? They are not aware the first person is 95, front bencher. वो लेना देना नहीं, वो तो दिन भर पढ़ते रहता है वो, है कि नहीं? We are practical people, 39.5, highest marks. Sometimes we are like this in our community. है कि नहीं? 39.5, 39, 38, 16 rounds, 16.5 rounds, 17 rounds. Prabhuji, this Mata is chanting 20 rounds every day. This Mata is coming for Mangalarti every day. This Prabhuji is fasting for Bhishma Panchak very seriously. All that is good. We are not saying not. But that is not all in all, right? What is our barometer? Not 4 days of fasting or 17 rounds or 20 rounds. Our barometer is our acharyas. Haridas Thakur, 192 rounds every day. Oof. Who can do that? Can't do even once a year. I tried once, 192 round. They told me you have to sleep 6 o'clock in the evening. Sleep 6 o'clock, get up at 12 o'clock in the midnight, take bath and start chanting. Hare Krishna. So 1 o'clock I began, 1 a.m. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Initially it was very nice, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. 16 बार ऐसे हो गया उस दिन. Every day 16 mala is so difficult, but that day 16 mala is a thing. There are many 16 malas to come, na? So by the time 4:30, 16 malas were over. And then I realized, I have to go for more 12 16 malas total. And then Hare Krishna became a little faster and a little slower. His volume became, save my energy, And on till night 10 p.m. with one break for lunch, little breakfast. Whew. And then finally when I slept, it was like crash course. The next day 16 mala mera chalu hua dophar ko 1 baje. I felt so sleepy, tired. Really, every day Haridas Thakur would chant 192 rounds. I was praying to Prabhupada, you are very compassionate. He did not make that 192 as some chanting initiation thing, Srila Prabhupada is so compassionate. So compassionate. See, Haridas Thakur would chant 22 hours. And 2 hours he would do other things. In 24 hours, 22 hours he chanted and 2 hours he did other things. Srila Prabhupada is so kind, 2 hours you chant and 22 hours you do other things. So that is so compassionate. So Prabhupada is very kind and he knows where we stand and is giving us helping hand. Move ahead, go ahead. But these are our Prahalad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, they are our role models. So we can learn a lot from the prayers of Prahalad Maharaj. Prabhupada's one of the favorite loving characters Prabhupada appreciated was Prahalad Maharaj. So anyways, there is a lot to say. We will meet again tomorrow and speak on the beautiful pastimes of Lord Nrsimhadev in various places. So I just spoke on one pastime today, Simhachalam. Tomorrow we'll speak on some more beautiful temples in all over the world where Nrsimhadev is standing there and giving his audience and reciprocating with the love of his devotees. So that will come tomorrow. Speak something on Hiranyakashipu also tomorrow. Contrasting. Background has to be there. Hiranyakashipu, the greatest demon, Lord came and killed him like a mosquito. So to understand Nrsimhadev first, we need to understand who Hiranyakashipu also was. We'll try to speak on Hiranyakashipu's story also. Hare Krishna. Any comments, any corrections, any questions? Yeah. Narada Muni. Yes. I will talk to you about this tomorrow when I speak of Hiranyakashipu. That story is there connecting. Is it okay? If tomorrow I miss, you can remind me. तो कल का आज बोलना पड़ेगा. कल का लेक्चर छोटा हो जाएगा. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. You want to say something more? One more question. This one is a nice story of Hiranyakashipu. That ends with Prahlad Maharaj, how he became a great
Hare Krishna.
devotee. That detail we'll tell tomorrow. It's a nice detail thing. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Is there any direct relationship between fasting and devotion?
Fasting and devotion. Good question. Mahotsav festival, it is part of our Krishna consciousness, right? In fact, Krishna consciousness is everyday Mahotsav. Prabhupada was asked by one reporter, what all you Hare Krishnas do for recreation? Prabhupada said, our whole life is recreation. You see, 24 hours is recreation. Devotees are engaged in various. Actually, devotees don't have time for everything which is offered by Srila Prabhupada to all of us. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Dasyama, all those activities, Navvida Bhakti, we don't get time. Devotees keep complaining, time ही नहीं प्रभु जी, ये करना है, वो करना है, कितना करना है, टाइम ही नहीं, प्रभुपाद बुक पढ़ना है, टाइम ही नहीं मिल रहा है, चैंटिंग करना है, प्रोग्राम जाना है, यात्रा जाना है, टाइम ही नहीं. So that's one thing, we always are short of time. So festivals are designed by our Acharya Srila Prabhupada in a unique way. We gave us so many festivals. All these festivals we are celebrating: Narsingha Chaturdashi, Gaur Purnima, Ramanavami, Nityanand Trayadashi, Janmashtami, Radhashtami, Kartik. All these programs Srila Prabhupada gave us. Of that, prominent is Gaur Purnima and also the Kartik. Because Prabhupada had this Gaur Purnima festival in Mayapur. He would invite all the devotees from all over the world to come for Gaur Purnima festival. 2-3 months devotees would come and visit India. Proper festival. Prabhupada wanted festivals to be a rejuvenating event where devotees come, associate with each other and come and do activities glorifying Krishna and become very purified. So part of the process of this festival in some cases is also fasting. When Lord appears, we fast till that time. So it is a recommended process by which we progress in our bhakti. See, one thing I see, if we are fasting festival, after that feasting becomes very easy or very attractive, right? Can you imagine a program where there is no fasting, only feasting? Of course, devotees love that also, but when there is fasting, then there is separation. When there is separation, then there is eagerness. When there is eagerness, there is ecstasy. When there is ecstasy, you all know what happens after that. So fasting is also part of the process of Mahotsav. Why? So now why the fasting was introduced? It's a good question. Scientifically, at least I don't know. Maybe this is the first time I'm hearing this question. But good, let me ask and check it out. But overall, the fasting process is also one of the ways of showing our love and respect to the incarnation and also to the Acharya for whom we are fasting. It's also one of the way of showing our devotion, that we fast and we show our gratitude. So this whole event of fasting, then Pushpanjali for Acharya, then Aarti, and then Bhoga offering, and then Prasad. So Prabhupada introduced the whole system. And the same thing, Janmashtami also. In fact, if you see, many times we always confuse, Nrsimha Chaturdashi के दिन क्या खाना चाहिए, एकादशी खाना चाहिए कि नॉन एकादशी खाना चाहिए, Ramnavami fasting should break by ekadashi or non ekadashi. Such questions keep coming again and again so many times. So no matter whatever the question may be, it depends on the area where you stay also. Like in a Mumbai area, these questions always come. Nrsimha Chaturdashi fasting should be broken by ekadashi or non ekadashi. So some temples in India, they say that Nrsimha Dev is so merciful, eat non-ekadashi, kya problem hai? But then we see around, we are in temple in Mumbai, and then the whole area of Mumbai, there are 4 temples. So we need to follow one standard, right? And devotees will be bewildered. If devotees are not bewildered, they will be intelligent. They will go to that temple where they want to eat what they want to eat, right? So then we decided, let's follow one standard. So Prabhupada came in Mumbai. So Prabhupada would give all his instructions, small instructions, in different places, some place differently, depending on time, place, circumstance. In USA, he did not give all those details. When he came to India, he gave a lot of details. In fact, Giriraj Maharaj once told Srila Prabhupada, you have told us how to worship the deities. Prabhupada, please tell us more. Prabhupada said, I can tell you more. But if I tell you all that things which is mentioned by the Acharyas, you will not be able to come out of bathroom also. So many rules and regulations. उधर ही सब चलते रहेगा. इधर आचमन वाचन कर रहे हैं, अरे बाहर आ गया गंदा, ऑफिस आके पैर धोने का है. So Prabhupada did not emphasize on that. So as Prabhupada saw the ISKCON growing, the devotees had that kind of demeanor. Then Prabhupada gave more and more rules and regulations and instructions. But Prabhupada said once in for Ram Nomi, where Prabhupada was there, he said Ram Nomi, because Prabhupada wanted to install Sitaram Lakshman in Mumbai. So Prabhupada told that time that we are going to call all our life members, we are going to feed them Ekadashi Prasad, feed them, feast, give them good prasadam. So then devotees are happy. Yes, Prabhupada, you are also happy, we will also get good prasadam. So then Bombay we follow Ram Navami as feast. Narsingh Chaturdashi Prabhupada said, he said in Mumbai that we should do fasting and we should eat only Ekadashi Prasad. So we follow. Some other place Prabhupada gave different instruction. So they follow that area. So then cannot be one instruction for all the members of ISKCON. I mean, of course it's not a big fight also that Ekadashi, non-Ekadashi. If you ask me after fasting, as long as prasad is there, that is enough for me. Because nowadays ISKCON devotees are so intelligent that Ekadashi prasad also looks like non-Ekadashi. The way it is cooked. This atta, that atta, so many attas have come, Ekadashi attas. So anyways, that's not an issue. So the whole structure is given by Srila Prabhupada to us and we are following it. And there could be a scientific understanding of that based on Shastra, why we have to fast on that day. Okay, I tried my best to answer you. Anyone knows about this? Why fasting Prabhupada introduced? Of course, I can't claim I am the only one here who knows. So you know something? Why fasting was told? Kuch malum hai? Culture. I remember one lecture Maharaj gave us, which was just the day after Pandav Nirjala Ekadashi. The big fast day, right? Everyone is, as now people will start, after Narsingh Chaturdashi, everyone is starting thinking, when is Nirjala Ekadashi? What's the date? Planning starts, It's a weekday or weekend, where will be I? How will I prepare? All that preparation starts. And you will see, just after Nirjala Ekadashi, the next day is a day after that is Pani Hati Chidadahi festival. It comes exactly just 1 or 2 days later. Raghunath Das Goswami's Chidadahi festival, right? So in the Raghunath Das Chidadahi festival, Radhanath Maharaj was speaking this class, and I was thinking Maharaj was comparing these 2 days. We are just celebrating the second festival. There are 2 festivals in a row. First was Nirjala Ekadashi, where we honored Bhimsen by fasting the whole day without water. And now we are honoring another Vaishnava, Raghunath Das Goswami, of feasting on Chida Dahi, Doodh Chida and Dahi Chida. So both are unique way of offering our love to both the great devotees. For Bhimsen we are offering our fasting, and for Raghunath Das Goswami we are feasting. That day devotees, in our temple also, whenever we have this Pani Hati Chida Dahi festival, that's the main item. All dal, rice, sabji, chapati is started on the side. But main thing is this Chidadai. Devotees take like mountain, like this. You add mangoes and bananas and all that. We're going to have in Atlanta, right? Jayapataka Maharaj is also here around the corner in Dallas. So big festival in New Pani Hati Dham nearby. So he was mentioning a very beautiful point that we honor Bhimsen by fasting, we honor Raghunath Das Goswami by feasting. Yeah, we had a very nice thing that see Bhimsen was known for eating. Bhimsen was known for eating, and his festival is fasting. Raghunath Das Goswami known for not eating, and his festival is eat. Contrasting, right? So someone may say, Are Raghunath Das Goswami is a very top devotee. Bhimsen he was eating always. No, we don't know the mood of both the devotees. Bhimsen ate and pleased Krishna. Raghunath Goswami did not eat and pleased Krishna. Very difficult to understand, right? How can two different activities and please Krishna same? Because the mood is important, what they did. Bhimsen ate, but served also in that fashion, right? Is the voracious activities. What is that? Bhima Karma Vrikodara. He was Vriko Udara, eating voraciously, but his service also was big, big seva. He killed all the 100 Kauravas. Not even one was given to other Pandavas. You kill, no. मेरे लिए सब कोटा मेरा है, right? So he'd eat a lot and serve also a lot. And Raghunath Das Goswami, being a follower of Srila Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, exhibited that quality of renunciate. Big man from house of a landlords, but became a renunciate of highest type. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be happy with his renunciation. So unique days. So eating. So both are great days, eating days and fasting days. We should not think this is great, good day. This is sometimes as devotees you may think, Hare, Lord Ramchandra is very compassionate. He appeared early, 12 o'clock, so fasting is less. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should have been more compassionate. Should have appeared at 9 o'clock in the morning only, so 3 hours fasting only. Nothing to do with that. They're equally compassionate. So we wait to honor them. We fast and we then feast. But that's at least I feel fasting is good for health-wise, and fasting is also good because when the feasting comes, you become excited about the feast. I was the first time ever I was fasting for Bhim Nirjala Ekadashi. First time when I came in Krishna consciousness, it was a very difficult thing. Night was like couldn't sleep, couldn't get up also. How that night went in the morning, like was sitting in one place, and I even told one devotee, Prabhu, I'm not sure if I can get up and come to that place where the water is. So please keep a bottle close to me. And then I saw one senior devotee watching me, said, because I was very young that time, very kind of a teenage. Said, Prabhu, kya ho raha hai? What happened? When death comes, it will be most worse than this situation. So, he just very simple spoke these words, but I still remember that when death comes, it will be more difficult than this. Here we are getting a testing time. With some fasting, we remember water more than Krishna that day. Calculating now only 6 hours remaining, only 3 hours remaining, 1 hour remaining. Marathon is getting over, and then we drink the water. But that time we don't think, Rasoham apsu kauntiya prabhashmi shusharya, taste of water. We don't think that like that. But anyways, all these fasting days are making us understand the value of austerity, where we stand, how much we can sacrifice for Krishna. We can't sacrifice water for Krishna. And we are telling Krishna, आपके लिए पूरा जीवन दे दूंगा मैं. अरे पानी दे नहीं पा रहा है, जीवन दे रहा है तुम. Right? We make this prayer. We are all devotees of Krishna. Krishna, for you, everything is mine. Mama Nivedana. What is that? Bhakti. Maro bhi rakho bhi. Sing nice harmonium bhajans. Jo ichha tohar arpi lu tu apade nand kishore. Sing all those bhajans in a dramatic fashion, closing our eyes. But practically, when fasting comes, then what happens? then we fall so much short of our um, the expectations our acharyas have got from us. Hare Krishna. So end here. You want to ask question?